Well then, it looks like the Alfa is toast. Well folks, I'm Ed, this is backroadhero. I went to move my 2017 Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio last night and there was nothing. It was dead, it was toast. What do you do? So first of all, I'd like to say that this series of videos will be a kind of a vlog style as to issues that crop up. I wanted to balance all the good with the not so good with this car. I wanted an honest appraisal of what it's actually like to own one of these cars. So I bought it 2 years ago with 18,000 miles, currently at 33,000 miles, I believe. It's got a full Alfa Romeo service history, and a couple of months ago, after my major service, I took out a warranty, an RAC premium warranty online, and that is in place. So this is not about bashing any particular brand. It's not about bashing any particular companies. This is just an honest a sort of a vlog style going forward as to what is actually going wrong with this car and what I'm going to do to fix it. So if you haven't subscribed, or if you want to follow this particular journey on the Alfa, then please do hit the old button there and we'll get to business. So I'll cut back to last night when I first discovered there were issues with the car, and then you can join me back here the next morning after I've fully charged the battery. Well then, it looks like the Alfa is toast. Just got in to move it, and it's throwing up all sorts of warnings. The gear stick doesn't light up, and it's throwing codes. I've just put the diagnostics in here on transmissions. So let me hit the button, swing the thing around, and let you see what's happening. Blind spot, check parking of electric brake, the brakes work. Vehicle not in park, shift to park. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it is in park. But it's a funny one, isn't it? Because when you look at the actual gear stick, there's nothing on here. So it looks highly likely like a transmission control module. The codes that it's throwing up at this point are these ones. Don't know if you can see that. U0101, lost communication with TCM, that's the transmission control module. C0701, no description available. P0711, that's transmission fluid temperature sensor, A, circuit range performance. And P1614, ECU reset recovery occurred. Now the ECU reset may well have been initiated by the TCM software. So not really sure what's going to go on here, but the car is effectively not drivable. The mileage seems to have started flashing as well, and if you look outside here, you'll see the sort of the blind spot monitor lights are on as well here. So there's an array of stuff, but certainly the thing that's unusual is the simple fact that the gear lever isn't illuminating. You know, it's a bit late at night for me to start messing around and trying to investigate this, but at the end of the day, this car ain't going anywhere right now until we do a bit of investigation. So I'm going to put the battery on charge overnight. So sometimes low voltage situation, the car's kind of sat around for a little while now, 3 or 4 days, but that shouldn't make too much of a difference. It was a new glass mat battery in this thing, not that long ago, kind of last year. So it's done only 7-8 months, something like that. Proper Varta one as well, 300 quid's worth. So hopefully it's not the battery, but hey, we'll have to wait and find out. The simple fact that the gear stick isn't illuminating tells me lots. So before I stick it on charge, I've just opened the boot. I've reset the battery I've taken the negative terminal off, put it back on again. So I'd expect some extra faults. If you've seen the other videos, you'll know it throws up all sorts of things. When you disconnect the battery, they can be easily done by turning the steering wheel lock to lock and removing that. But I'm going to switch it on and see if we get any illumination in the gear stick. That's the important thing. Hopefully we get the TCM reset. So you're now fully up to speed as to what on earth is going on with this thing. I've left it on charge because sometimes low voltage conditions can lead computers to do crazy things. So I'll flip the camera around and just show you what I've done here. And there it is. It's a glass mat Varta, so that was installed in the car last year. It's got all the capacity it'll ever need. I've got a little simple battery charger here, and the little green light says that the battery is now full. So I'm going to disconnect the charger, get into the car and see if there's any difference at all in all of this. Right then, so I have charged the battery, disconnected the charger, and the car absolutely as you'd expect it. So I'm going to turn it on, and more importantly, I don't see anything illuminating on the gear stick. Now, I have disconnected the battery last night. A lot of these are related to disconnecting the battery and reposting it, so certainly that ATV, but that's the critical one. Vehicle not in park, shift to park. It doesn't recognize any of this nonsense in here. We've got so I'll feed in the diagnostics here initially, show them on screen whatever side it is. The main one after I cleared it all, and the one that's remaining at the moment, is the U0101 code. No contact, I think it is. No communication with the TCM. So that looks like it's the heart of the matter, as in when we reset everything. That's why it led me to that. If you've any suggestions, if you've seen this fault before, all those Alfistis out there, maybe I can get a quick fix or whatever. If you know where to check the earth straps or anything else, or fuses and relays, that might be an idea, but I'm kind of winging it here for the moment. I can't do anything until tomorrow, maybe, when I can phone Alfa, but I'm back to work in there. So what's concerning me really is the simple fact that I can't actually start the car. So foot on the brake, I can hear a little relay, but there's nothing happening. So I can't even put it into neutral to get it moved. So I don't really know. There must be a way to lock it out and get it towed. What's even happened here is we've got the mileage flashing as well. We've got all sorts of red lights. Right. So what I'm going to have to do is contact Alfa Romeo. I'm going to do it. We'll phone my go-to place in Kidlington, Unity. Alfa there, see what they can do. I'll dig out the paperwork for the RAC warranty and see what I'm covered. I know there's an element of diagnostics there as well. And if I can, I'll probably jack the car up and see if I can access the transmission control module and see if it's actually something just to do with the plug, whether it's an earth or if there's anything that I can notice. If I can get the car started, even if I can drive it in limp mode, then that might be an idea to go and do that. The only indications I have to say is yesterday I moved the car and it slipped out of drive into neutral. I thought that's rather unusual. I thought I might have just hit the gear stick. So that was the only indication. Went into neutral and then the check engine light came on. I turned the car off, turned it back on again, and everything appeared normal. So I was actually just reversing the car out of the driveway to let someone out. No other indications. It drove perfectly normally when I parked it up. It sat for a couple of days, which is why I suspected maybe it was a low voltage situation, but now we've ruled that one out. So who knows where we're going from here, folks. This will be done in real time. A lot of people, they shoot an entire series knowing full well the outcome, but not the case in this particular instance. So yeah, more issues with the car. It's a ZF8 speed. It's used in a lot of other manufacturers, so it's not specific to Alfa Romeo per se. It's just one of those things. I understand completely that cars go wrong. Lord knows I've got enough of them, or had enough of them over the years to realise that. I'm in a fortunate position where I've got the L322, the Range Rover, to kick about in. Just stuck 99 quid's worth of diesel in it. So that'll do for a little while, and that didn't even fill it. It hardly touched the sides anyway. So here we are. I'm not going to get angry. It's just a bit of a pisser, and yeah, you know what, you get these complicated, complex cars, and that's kind of what happens. So I wish I had a conclusion. This is just the start of this particular series, that my Alfa is knackered. maybe that's a thumbnail, and this is part one. So anyway, thanks for sticking by. The joys of motoring. All the best now. Bye bye.